What is up, everybody? Welcome to your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show, as we break down Inland Empire sports every single Wednesday night, 6:05 first pitch, here live and amplified at Teen Vision TV 16. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. A little bit later in the show, we will check in with the red-hot Arlington baseball team. They've got like 15 shutouts on the season. Their team ERA is less than 1, like way less than 1. And it looks like they're on pace to get back to a Division II CIF title game. So we're going to check in with the Lions. And then we also have, this is very cool, Kylie Fitts, one of our favorite football guys from the Inland Empire, Redlands East Valley product, was in the NFL for several seasons, retiring at the age of 27. Now, if you follow Inland Sports, Kylie Fitts has always been one of our most favorite guys. So he's going to join us here on the show, talk about his decision to retire from football at the age of 27. He's been making the rounds on Good Morning America, the Today Show. They were talking about him. So kind of big news. So we're going to have Kylie on the show a little bit later on. And we're also going to hear from Jaden Daniels, the quarterback from Cajon, transferred to LSU, trying to be the starting quarterback for new head coach Brian Kelly and the LSU Bengal Tigers. That's later on in the show. Right now, we're leading things off with some softball, the league title races, the playoff push, all of that happening right now in the IE. Joining us live on the show from Hillcrest High School, it's head coach Tony Carvajal and Mattison Beliveau, the star ace in the circle there for the Trojans. Coach Carvajal, thank you so much for joining us on the show tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Pep. Thank you for having us. I'm excited to be here.
Now, Coach, listen, I'm assuming you've been around softball a long time. To throw one perfect game is a huge deal. But your pitcher sitting next to you did it twice in a week. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Yes, that's something I haven't seen. I've never seen before. So that's incredible. It's really incredible to just get two perfect games. Like it's you don't see that around nowhere. I mean, high school, anywhere, any college. It's really, it was very good. Very good.
It's probably because she has great coaching, right?
Oh yeah. Of course. It's the great coaching I have, the great coaching staff I have. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, Coach, let me go to Maddie on this one. So Maddie, two perfect games in 1 week. I know you've got like over 200 strikeouts. Talk about the season as a whole, but specifically that 1 week. Like, did you just feel really good that week? I mean, did you feel like you were just putting the pitches right where you wanted them? What do you think was the key in getting those back-to-back perfect games?
Well, first I got to thank my teammates for having my back, because without them, I couldn't have had the perfect games. They were making solid plays behind my back. And just I knew my pitches were on those 2 games, and I was throwing hard, striking batters out. Defense behind me, you were hitting offensively. So it was just a win-win all around.
And, Coach, here's the scary part. Madison's only a sophomore, right?
Oh, yeah, very scary. I mean, only a sophomore. I got her for 2 more years, and, we're going to see a lot more out of her, a lot more. And I'm excited about that, too. And the team's excited, too. So, a very young team I have.
So, Coach, speaking of, just a young team across the board, obviously Maddie's a sophomore as well. Is this a team that's still, maybe trying to find a way to win? It looks like a playoff team, and you guys are highly ranked in Division VI, but do you feel like this is a team that's kind of growing as the season progresses? You're, maybe taking your lumps, but growing from it and getting better from it?
Oh, yes. We're taking our lumps from it. We're growing. We're making our mistakes, but we're learning from them. So they're growing. I mean, we have, I believe it's like 6 freshman starters, and then we got Maddie on the mound, and it's just, we take our hits, but we're learning from them. They're growing, and our offense is pretty good. We have some good hitters, good freshmen that came in this year, the guys at 25, and that's what that picked us up. And then Maddie coming on board, it was a big deal. So we're excited for the next couple of years, and Maddie on the mound for sure.
Well, I know the next couple of years obviously going to be, like you said, very exciting because you got so many great young and up-and-coming players. But Maddie, this season, you guys are highly ranked in Division VI. Do you feel like, assuming you guys get into the playoffs, and it looks like you will, that this team could win, string together a couple wins and make a long playoff run? Do you feel like this team's capable of that?
Yeah, I believe if we're always on our A game and our bats are working, our defense is working, I'm on my top game, we can make it far if we if we're in the playoffs, we can make it far in CIF. Hopefully win CIF, go to state, hopefully win state. I feel we got a good chance.
Now, Coach, when Maddie got the 200 strikeouts and the perfect game, I saw you guys, posting pictures on social media, which I love. Thank you for posting all that stuff because we always try to share it here on Inland Sports. But Maddie always seems like she's got like her mad dog face, like she's all business. Is she all business in the circle, or is she pretty easygoing?
She's all business every time. The whole team is all business. They want the mad dog face on the pictures. They don't want no laughing and smiling. You don't want to smile for one at least? And like, no. And then so we got to put our mad faces on there. And that's because Maddie, that's how she throws, She's on the mound. She means business. She goes out there and does her stuff. It's good for everybody. Pumps everybody up too.
See, I love this picture. If you guys can see it right now as well, like the whole team is, they're cheesing. They're having fun. They're flexing. They're feeling good. And there's Maddie in the middle, like just all business, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She means business. She's on the mound. She's coming for you. She's going to throw. Oh, yeah.
So, Maddie, when you're in the circle, is it just because you just got that laser focus, that determination? It's just, you're just, worried about, getting that batter in front of you that you're not, I don't know. Some players always have a big smile on their face, but it seems like you are, like I said, business.
Yeah, I'm just there to get my job done. I'm there to focus in, have the adrenaline pumping, ready for the next pitch. Just staying focused, locked in.
Well, Coach, let me go back to you on this one because the River Valley League is really good for softball. I mean, there's some really good teams near the top of the RVL. Do you feel like going through the River Valley League can somehow prepare you for the CIF Southern Section playoffs in D6? Because, going through Arlington and Ramona and, Novi's going to be tough. Like, this is not easy. Patriot will be tough. Does it prepare you for a playoff run?
Yes, being in this league, it prepares big time because we have a lot of good teams in the league. We have seen a lot of good pitching throughout the years I've been at Hillcrest, and then it makes us better. And I'm happy to be in this league because I wouldn't pick any other league right now because there's so much competition. And we battle. Games are close, and sometimes, they might not be that close, but it's just 1 or 2 innings that gets away. But pretty much all these games are close with Arlington, Ramona, Patriot. Our Northern Vista, that's what we have tomorrow. And then we just had a good close game yesterday we lost. But we gotta look for tomorrow to take that win and get that playoff, clinch that playoff, So yeah, it's a really good league. And we're excited to be in this league. I mean, a lot of competition. It makes us better, a lot better.
All right, Coach, correct me if I'm wrong. I got the numbers in front of me, but you have a comfortable lead in 3rd place in the River Valley League. So if you win out or win most of your games, the last couple games here, you'll get into the playoffs. You're number 3 in Division 6. So just if you can just get to the playoffs, all of a sudden you guys will be one of the favorites, to go all the way and maybe get to that championship game. Do you feel like I asked Maddie, like this team, once you get to the postseason, that having played Ramona and having played Arlington and some of these better teams, that you guys are ready, you're battle tested, you're ready to, make a run?
Yes, we're battle tested for sure. I mean, we faced a lot of good D1s and D2 teams, and then Ramona and Arlington, D3 teams, top D3 teams, they got us ready. So, I mean, we just got to make the playoffs. That was our goal for this year, try to make the playoffs for this year, and then hit D6 and then make a run for championship. So we're on the right path right now for that goal. So yeah, we're good, really good.
All right, Maddie, what do you guys need to do well these last couple weeks, these last couple games before the playoffs? What do you guys need to do well as a team so that when you get to the playoffs, you guys have some, some confidence, some momentum to make a long playoff run?
I think we just have to have the right mindset, bond together as a team, good communication, just all together, just be there for each other on and off the field, just make a good run the last few games to get us into playoffs.
All right, Coach, same thing. What are you hoping to see from the Trojans in these last couple games before you get to the playoffs? So that way, when you get to the playoffs, you're like, okay, I'm feeling good. We're doing some things well. I think we got a real shot here.
We just need to keep that chemistry going that we have right now, the bond that we have, and that's what's going to keep us going. And that communication, like Maddie said, the communication is big. So there's some games that we have kind of gone wrong, the wrong side of it, but we fixed it, and we just got to keep it going. We keep that going, we should make a good run in playoffs. and have a lot of success for sure.
Yeah, we're hoping to see it. A long run from Hillcrest in the CIF Southern Section playoffs. Coach Carvajal, Mattison Beliveau, thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Inland Sports Show. Best of luck these last couple regular season league games and of course, into the playoffs. So thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Pep. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
You got it. That is the Hillcrest softball team here on the Inland Sports Show. Thank you so much, guys. That'll lead us right into our first commercial break of the night. When we come back, we'll talk some Arlington baseball. We've got the skipper, Tim Kleveno, joining us live, as well as some of his players. So we'll talk Lion baseball when we come back on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show.
What up, guys? Boost Man here at the Boost Performance Center. You're watching the Inland Sports Show with the one and only Pep Fernandez.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Pep Fernandez. We are back here at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Boost Man, Coach Ray Bass, here with another gridiron question. And Coach, you know, there's a lot of parents out there, they're not sure when their children, their sons or daughters should start strength training. Will strength training stunt your growth?
Well, you know what, Pep? The easy answer for that is no. If athletes are lifting with correct technique and they're not moving up in weight before they're ready. You know, when athletes lift improperly, it can damage their growth plates and cause some serious issues to their development. So my best advice for parents who want their kids to lift at an early age is to find individuals who are experts. You know, those who are certified strength and conditioning specialists and understand how to implement youth strength training programs.
Great advice, Coach, as always, for all you parents out there. And if you've got a question for the Boost Man, make sure you find them on social media. That is Boost Training. I know you know the DMs. Drop a question in there, and the Boost Man might answer it next time here on the Gridiron Question.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Pep Fernandez from the Inland Sports Show. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you for your support over the last several years. In fact, we're going on year number 8 of the Inland Sports Show. It has certainly changed and evolved over the years, and you guys have been along for the entire journey. So thank you very much. We really appreciate it. We're on social media, so if you're already following us or subscribing, great. But you can also tell your teammates, your people at school, your family, your friends. There's the Inland Sports YouTube channel, approaching 2 million views. We got several thousand subscribers. We appreciate it. And make sure you share with other folks who might not be subscribing. Same goes for Twitter. We're on Twitter as well. And if you're looking for immediate results, breaking news, we post pictures and shorter videos. Check us out on Twitter. That's Inland_Sports on Twitter. And we're also on Facebook. Yeah, we're still doing Facebook. In fact, we live stream the Inland Sports Show on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you can check it out there live on Wednesday nights at 6:05 p.m. We're also on the Gram, the IG. If you want to see pictures and shorter videos from a lot of the games and events that we go to, you can check it out on Instagram. So if you support us by following along on social media, thank you so much. And if you'd like to take that to the next level, Inland Sports also has a Venmo account. If you'd like to financially support the show, you appreciate the service we provide to the IE, you can do that as well. Again, this is just an opportunity to say thank you to all you guys out there who follow the Inland Sports Show. You watch the Inland Sports Show each and every week. Thank you guys so much, and the best is yet to come. And welcome back to your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show, live and amplified here at Teen Vision TV 16. Johnny Nunez directing behind the scenes. My name is Pep Fernandez. Coming up a little bit later in the show, as we mentioned, Kylie Fitts, former REV football star, retiring from the NFL at the age of 27. We have an exclusive interview with Kylie Fitts, and we will hear from Jayden Daniels talking to the media for the first time down there at LSU, trying to be the starting quarterback for new head coach Brian Kelly and the LSU Bengal Tigers. But right now, talking more high school baseball. It is really getting juicy as we come down the final games of the regular season, getting closer to the CIF Southern Section playoffs. Joining us live, we're going straight to A-Town, Arlington. The Lions baseball team red hot. We got Coach Kleveno and some of his top players join us here on the show. Coach Kleveno, you guys were so good last year. You got it to the finals, and here we go again. I mean, are you really excited about what this team might be able to do if you guys can finish the job?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of excitement, some carryover from last year, and there's tons of enthusiasm. The kids have really bought in, and we don't want it to end.
Coach, let me ask you, because how many players from last year's team that went to the D2 finals, how many players from that team are back on this year's?
We returned everybody but 3. So we only have 3 graduating seniors last year. So we returned the entire team and tons of experience and some unfinished goals.
All right, Coach, I'm going to get to your players in just a second, but you surpassed 300 career wins. How did that feel? What does that milestone feel like for you?
You know, I don't really think about it. To be honest, good players, good coaching staff. I have tons of good coaches, good players, and maybe at some point might have been responsible for a couple of those wins and called some right signs along the way.
Coach Rungo better watch out. You're coming for him for all those wins.
Well, we're definitely trying to carry on the tradition that he put forth, that's for sure.
All right, Coach, we got some of your guys. In fact, Dominic Lombardi. In fact, Johnny, our director, I think we have video of the home run. We grabbed it off social media, but Dominic hit a bomb yesterday. Dominic, where are you at the table here?
Right here.
There it is. How did that one feel when you left the yard?
It felt great, putting my team up in front early after we went down early, so it just felt awesome.
So, Dominic, we're looking at video of that home run. Right now, if you guys score one run, you're probably going to win because the pitchers have just been so dominant this year for the Lions. But was that a grand slam as well?
Yeah, it was.
So when you make contact, does it just sound or feel different once it leaves the bat when you on that swing? All right, Coach Kleveno, listen, we've talked about this win streak. We talked about it on social media quite a bit, but 24 in a row. That first game of the year was a tough one against JW North. Then you guys rattled off 24 straight consecutive victories. As good as you guys are right now, do you feel like during this win streak you guys are actually getting better and like progressing and peaking right before the playoffs?
Yeah, I think definitely for sure. I think pitching and defense has been there all year. Offensively, we haven't been where we want to be. And luckily for us, our defense has kept us in games, and the pitching's been the pitching as it had since the end of last year. So if the offense can get going and get better, the last couple of days seem to be better. So I would definitely say we're moving in the right direction.
And you got some of it, talking about defense, you got some of your key defensive players, Austin Maharo, the shortstop, Jaden Sanchez, the center fielder. Let me start with you, Austin. When you got great pitchers on the mound, they got to be able to trust the defense behind them, right, to make, the routine plays and maybe make some great plays as well. So, Austin, do you feel like that you guys behind the pitchers are like basically doing your part and, making those pitchers look good out there?
Yeah, we're just trying to make the routine plays and possibly making like the hard plays and just trying to get everyone out, backing up our pitchers,
And Jaden, I feel like probably offensively, if you guys, score 2-3 runs, you probably feel pretty good based on your defense and obviously based on your starting pitching that you guys are going to pull out wins. You feel like if it's close, you guys will always find a way to win those close ones?
Yeah, I feel like we're going to win those close ones, yeah, for sure.
What do you think is key? What do you think is, maybe it's something intangible, Jaden, but what do you think it's about this team that is, help progress this winning streak? What have you guys been doing well during this winning streak that's kind of just characteristic of this team that you guys are able to, find win after win after win?
Yeah, we put a lot of hard work and dedication on and off the field as a team, and we're just trying to take one game at a time and trying to win that CIF title, league title.
Coach, how fun has it been with this group? Like you said, almost everybody is back from last year's team that went to the finals at Long Beach State last year. How fun has it been, especially because getting the group back, getting the band back together, and seeing that success continue from last season? It wasn't like a flash in the pan that you guys, were able to continue what you built last year, and who knows, maybe even be better this year.
It's been extremely fun to be part of. I speak for myself, but probably from the coaching staff as well. I think we can't wait to get to baseball practice every day. We talk about it all day. One of my coaches, we teach together in the same classroom, and a couple other coaches are on campus, our pitching coaches on campus. So we talk about it all day with hopes to get to the field early and be around these guys. I mean, it's something I personally don't want to end. It's a special relationship with a special group of guys. And I think our one game at approach at a time is will help us through the playoffs. And we definitely don't want it to end.
I'm going to go to Dominic and Austin on this one because you guys are seniors. Are you guys just really soaking it in and enjoying every game and every moment? I'll start with Dominic.
Yeah, but I think our main focus is to get the league title and the CIF title and win the next game mostly.
And Austin, same thing for you, man. Like, being a senior, again, great junior year, getting to the finals, but being a senior, I'm assuming you probably want to go out on top and, try to bring Arlington a championship, league and CIF.
Yeah, just take it one game at a time, and it's really fun just to be on the winning side. And yeah.
Hey, Coach Kleveno, are you superstitious at all? Like, you got this win streak going, so it's like, have you not washed your socks, in 3 months? Do you eat the same food before every game? Like, is there anything superstitious about this win streak going on?
Well, I'm thinking one of my coaches got to you. So, yeah. Well, I have worn the same pair of socks for each game. Did I think it was going to last this long? No. Before one of the games, I had Cinnabon cinnamon roll. So that's been ongoing. So am I tired of them? Yes. But do I want to keep eating them? Absolutely.
I love it. Hey, if there's something that you're going to have to do before every game, eating a Cinnabon cinnamon rolls, not the worst thing in the world to do, right, Coach?
No, it's not. They're actually I'll take it any day.
Well, guys, listen, thank you so much for joining us on the show, and keep those wins coming. Excited to see what you guys are going to do in the CIF Southern Section playoffs. And thank you, guys. That's Dominic, Austin, Jaden, and, of course, Coach Kleveno there on the end. And, Coach, again, congratulations on 300 and counting.
Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Yes, sir. That is Coach Kleveno and the Arlington Lions baseball team here on the Inland Sports Show. Thank you so much, guys. 15 shutouts on the season, 24 straight wins. Unbelievable there at A-Town. All right, another quick commercial break here on the Inland Sports Show. When we come back, that exclusive interview with Kylie Fitts, the former REV football star. That is next.
96.7 KCal Rocks. What's up? It's Patrick and 40. Hey, man, you're watching the Inland Sports Show right here. Make sure you check out Pep, man. It's Inland Sports with Pep, but he's on every Monday and Thursday morning with Sports with Pep, man. You guys rock.
I would say the one thing that we stress more than anything else is service to our customer. Make sure that they're taking care of whatever you can do to make sure that that order gets to them on time and it's the right quality and what they want. I've been that way since 1976. That was my goal, to reach out to local sports programs, and it's grown from there, and we've been very, very fortunate. My grandson is right over here. He's working for us, and he's going to college right now. And that's exactly what my son did 20-some years ago, and it keeps on going, you know. We have customers that come in the store that it's amazing. People that I haven't been here since I was a little kid, and I used to come in here all the time. And then now I'm bringing my son in here, or a grandpa that's bringing his grandson in here that came in here when we first opened back in '76. We just feel so fortunate to have been a part of this community and this Inland Empire for going into our 44th year now, and it's just been a blessing.
What up, y'all? Coach Bass here with a quick 2 cents. You keep getting hurt for mostly 2 reasons. 1, you're not doing enough of the right type of strength training to become durable and perform at a high level. 2, you're competing and training too much and not allowing yourself to rest and recover. Bottom line, you can't be weak and expect to perform at a high level. And stop saying no days off, because you need days off. Boost Man.
We are the IE. We work hard. In fact, that's the way we like it. We wake up early, we stay up late to get the job done right. That blue-collar, hard-working mentality is the same reason we have so many successful teams and coaches and athletes in the Inland Empire. We never give up. We are a resilient bunch in the IE. Everything we have, we've earned. No excuses. It's this determined attitude is what powers our small businesses, and that's how championships are won. The Inland Sports Team is looking to team up with other like-minded small businesses in the IE. Together, we can grow. We can be bigger and better. If it was easy, everyone would do it, but we're not looking for easy, just looking for an opportunity. Joining the Inland Sports Team could be the opportunity that you've been looking for.
For the NBA MVP award, it's going to be Nikola Jokic, right, from the Denver Nuggets, Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks, and Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers. And you'll notice that I did not say LeBron James of the Lakers.
You did not happen to mention LeBron James in that list of names.
No, I mean, he only played in 56 games, but those 56 games, it might be one of his best seasons in his entire NBA career. Like, he was fantastic for the Lakers this year, but he is not one of the 3 finalists for the NBA's MVP, probably because I'm going to assume the Lakers did not get into the playoffs. These 3 other guys, what do they share? What do they have in common? They're all in the playoffs, and they're all on teams that could make a serious run at the title. The Angels, actually right now, they could really use them in this series against Houston. 40, the Angels right now are in first place in their division. They are in first place.
Keep it up. Just hold on to it now for like the next couple months.
Hey, and so are the Dodgers. The Dodgers are also in first place. In fact, the Dodgers and the Giants have the best record in baseball through the first 2 weeks of the season. So the Dodgers are off to a hot start, like we assumed they would be, right?
And check it out, KCAL 96.7 FM every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Plus, you can check out those segments right here on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Now, this is a very cool interview. In fact, Kylie Fitts, former Redlands East Valley football star. I remember covering him in high school. In fact, I Googled his name and I saw a bunch of pictures of me and him together. I was like, man, I've interviewed Kylie so much. When he was first coming up at REV, when he announced he was signing with UCLA, we live streamed it. When he had his Army All-American Bowl ceremony, there for that too. UCLA football practices. Man, Kylie Fitts has been one of our favorite guys, and he recently made headlines because at the age of 27, Kylie Fitts has announced he is retiring from the NFL after suffering a number of concussions. So he's now married. He has twin babies at home. So he's got a lot that he's excited about. And he's going to put football on the back burner because he, again, wants to be a good dad, wants to be a good husband. And I respect that so much. But I'm sure that was a hard decision for him, having played and loved football for so long. So here's our exclusive interview with Kylie Fitts. He's not sure what he's going to do next, but right now he's just enjoying being at home with his wife and kids. Here's Kylie Fitts.
And now join us here on the Inland Sports Show. Well, he is an old friend. Kylie Fitts, the pride of Redlands East Valley High School, joining us. And Kylie, we haven't caught up in a while, man. A lot has changed since the last time we had a chance to chat. To get everybody caught up, well, what's the last couple of years been like for Kylie Fitts?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a crazy last couple of years. Drafted by the Bears, played there for a year, and then Cardinals picked me up after a year. So I've been out here for the last 3 years, and it's been a journey out here. I've loved it. Me and my wife fell in love with Arizona, and then we started the whole baby process, and we came away with twins with that. They were born here this January 27th, so they're only about 11 weeks right now, so my hands have been pretty full with them. So it's been quite the journey, but I'm definitely blessed for where I'm at right now.
So what you're saying is you're not sleeping very much right now.
Zero sleep. Yeah, it's probably like 2 to 3 hours a night, if that, right now.
Well, I've been there, not with twins, but I've been in that spot where, early mornings. But Kylie, listen, man, I'm so thankful that you're joining us here on the Inland Sports Show. I really do appreciate it. I've been following your career from afar, from of course UCLA to Utah to the NFL, and like you said, most recently with the Arizona Cardinals. What was that NFL experience like? Because I assume as a kid you probably dreamed of playing in the NFL, but once you got there, is it what you thought it was going to be? Was it better? Was it different? How would you kind of say the NFL was for you?
Yeah, honestly, it's been just like college, a lot of ups and downs. Like you said, it was my dream to play in the NFL, and getting drafted by Chicago was such an awesome feeling. And joining that team and just being around, superstars like Khalil Mack and being able to learn from him was just a awesome experience. And then coming here to Arizona and learning from stars like Chandler Jones and guys like that, and JJ Watt. And so that's been kind of like the surreal moments where I'm like, wow, I'm really here playing with a lot of these greats. But then there's a lot of challenges as well. Just with injuries. Like I've had injuries in college, and it kind of lingered on to the NFL. And like my rookie year, I had a fractured hand and a couple ankle sprains, and then came here to the Cardinals and played a couple years, then broke my other hand, and now concussions and stuff. So it's been a battle. It's been tough. Like I said, a lot of ups and downs, but I'm definitely blessed with the career that I was able to live out.
Kylie, once you started having kids, you get married, you have twins. Did it kind of change your perspective? Like, you're listing all these injuries, and obviously, football is a very physical and brutal sport. Did it kind of open your eyes like, hey, I want to be a husband. I want to be a dad. I want to be healthy and strong and be able to, take him to the park and run around and do all those sorts of things. But, obviously the NFL and football just in general taking a toll on you, it sounds like, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it kind of came down to. So I've had about 5 concussions diagnosed, and my most recent one was back in October against Cleveland, and that was the scariest one, where lights went off and I had to been rushed, taken in the ambulance to the hospital, and almost felt like I was on the verge of going brain dead, and that was a really scary moment for me. And after that, I had to take a step back and realize, like, do I still want to keep doing this and maybe make it even worse? And with twins on the way, I knew I wanted to be here for them down the road when I'm 40, 50 years old, and still be present. And you just see a lot of these scary stories of former football players with their CTE yeah, a lot of scary stories with that. And so I felt like it was just in my best interest to just take a step away and kind of retire from the game and focus on better things.
Well, Kylie, you say retire from the game. We're all curious. What's next for Kylie Fitts? Have you thought about maybe coaching, training on the side? Like, do you still want to be involved in the game somehow, or are you ready to just open up a completely new chapter?
Right now, it's kind of unknown. I'm still having some severe symptoms still from my most recent concussion. So right now, I'm just taking it slow. I'm enjoying being a father right now. I mean, that's been pretty much a full-time job with these twins right now. So I'm just enjoying that right now and just taking life as it comes right now.
Kylie, looking back on your, football experience, but, specifically your NFL experience, what do you think you'll miss the most? Like, what did you really enjoy? Because obviously you play to win the game, right? That was famously said. You play to win the game. But was it just the locker room camaraderie? Was it, the road trips? Was it, training camps? Like, what do you think you really enjoyed most about that NFL experience?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's so many awesome experiences going through the NFL, like you said, like the traveling on the private jets and all the great food and and all the glamour of being an NFL player was cool. But honestly, I think the biggest thing is, like you said, is the camaraderie, that team, just being a part of that team and having all those teammates that you kind of rely on and they rely on you, and you just build those close relationships that you can't really form anywhere else besides football. And that's for sure one of the things I'm going to miss the most. I mean, I look back at my time in college and at Redlands East Valley and all those relationships. Like, I forgot about all the wins and losses, but I always remember those relationships that I built over these last years of playing this game. And will always be grateful for my teammates and that's something I'm definitely going to miss as I pursue this next chapter.
Well, Kylie, I know Coach Bruick crossed over to the dark side, and he's over at Citrus Valley now. But do you stay in touch with Coach Kurt Bruick?
Yeah. I actually just talked to him 2 days ago. I'm planning on coming out there to the IE and talking to the players there at Citrus Valley and getting them ready for this next season. And I still stay in touch with him. Coach Tessitore, my D-line coach that was at REV, at Citrus as well. Talk with him pretty often. Those great coaches that I'm always grateful for, and we'll always have that lifelong relationship.
All right, Kylie, being a defensive guy, what was the tackle in the NFL that you're going to remember the most? Was it a specific player because he was a big name player, or was it a big moment that you were able to come up and make a big tackle? Was there a specific play or tackle that you're gonna, when you think back on your career, like, oh yeah, that was kind of like my signature moment or my defining moment?
Yeah, I think it came, when was it? 2020. We were playing against Seattle, our division rival. And I've always been like a backup, playing about 20, 30 snaps a game. And somebody got hurt, and I came in fourth quarter, game went into overtime. And it was playoffs on the line. And I came in, made a good TFL, got Russell Wilson down, and played just a great overtime in fourth quarter that really I felt like benefited the Cardinals and kind of helped me the rest of the year to start getting more playing time and stuff. And so that game was just awesome experience. My parents were there, all my family was there, and we won that game. And so that'd probably be the most memorable kind of playing experience in the NFL.
Did it give you confidence as well? Did it, somehow maybe ignite something inside you like, hey, I do belong here. I can play at this level for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like my career in the NFL has always been just waiting for my opportunity. And I always got to play every game, but never got a full opportunity to keep playing. And so that was my first real opportunity to play. And like I said, did good, and that gave me the confidence to move on to the rest of the year. And I ended up playing really good to finish out that year. And then the next year, kept playing, but had a couple of injuries, and then the concussion that ultimately shut me down. So that's going to be the toughest thing is I felt like I had so much more potential to give to the NFL, and it's something I kind of got to live with now retiring, that like I felt like I could have given a lot more to the NFL, but ultimately I had to do what's best for my health and for my family's health, and so yeah, I had to make that decision.
So obviously your health and being with your family is priority number one, and that's great. So you're not going to pull a Tom Brady on us, right, or a Brett Favre and say, you know what, I'm only you're 27. Maybe next year, next 2 years, I'll make a comeback or something.
Nah. Yeah, it kind of crosses my head every once in a while, especially like as OTAs are coming. But I'm like, nah, I can't. If it had nothing to do with my head and my health, I feel like maybe I would try to come back. But these concussions are definitely nothing to play with. And as more research comes out, it just kind of confirms that, like, hey, this isn't for me right now. And I think there's definitely better things ahead, and I think God has a really good plan for my life and for my family's life, and I'm excited for this next chapter.
Well, amen, brother. Listen, you've always been one of my favorite guys. I always appreciate you making time for us here, and best of luck. I know, God has some big plans for you, so please keep in touch so we can find out what's going on with Kylie Fitts.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Pep.
Yes, sir. That is Kylie Fitts, the pride of Redlands East Valley High School, here on the Inland Sports Show.
All right, that was Kylie Fitts, our exclusive interview here on the Inland Sports Show. Always good to catch up with him. And like I said during that interview, one of our favorite guys. Again, it's always cool to see those guys who you cover them in high school, then they go on to college, and they go on to the pros, and you kind of see them, all going through those different stages of their playing career. And Kylie Fitts was one of those guys. And again, so generous with his time. I'll say this: I'm not going to name names. Maybe one day I'll write a book. But there's some guys who make it to, I don't know, Major League Baseball or the NFL, and they're from the IE, and I hit them up, and they're like, "Oh, talk to my agent, and we'll see if we can schedule something." Kylie Fitts, not one of those guys. Just writes me right back, "Hey, yeah, I'd love to do the show." So always appreciate his time. He is always so generous with it. And again, nothing but the best for Kylie and his family. All right, we're going to take another quick commercial break here on the Inland Sports Show. When we come back, the Big Boost Play of the Week, the Ken Sporting Goods must-see game, and we will hear from Jaden Daniels trying to be QB1 at LSU. We'll be right back.
The #1 sporting goods store in the Inland Empire is Ken's Sporting Goods in Norco. Whether you need new uniforms for the entire team, a Letterman's jacket, or new cleats for the upcoming season, check out Ken's Sporting Goods. Plus, now you can order masks with your favorite team, school, business, and more. Order for your entire team or organization. Visit kensportinggoods.com for more information and for the latest on the big sales. Make sure to follow Ken's Sporting Goods on Instagram and Twitter. So if you need team uniforms or sports gear, there's only one place to go in the Inland Empire. That's Ken's Sporting Goods. Calling all athletes. Make sure you're at your very best by training at Boost Performance Training in Corona. Whether you're a football player, soccer player, baseball player, lacrosse, athletes from all sports and all levels train at Boost Performance Training. Led by former Centennial High School football star Ray Bass, you'll develop explosive power, become faster, and add that lean muscle. Don't be left behind and get a leg up on the competition at Boost Performance Training. Visit boosttrainingsystems.com for information on their training programs and also on the Bass School. That's the Bass Alternative School for student athletes. Trying to earn a scholarship? Maybe make the varsity team. Get a spot in the starting lineup? Well, let Boost Performance Training help achieve your athletic goals.
Look for Boba to try to maybe get that same pitch again. Swings right up the middle. It's going to single. They're waving the runner. They wave the runner in. Here comes the throw to the plate. Cut off by the pitcher. And safe. Runner comes across. And the Mustangs lead 1-0 off of Nathan Metz's RBI single.
And that was the only run of the game at the county clash between Roosevelt and Santiago. Roosevelt winning that game 1-0. Our guy Ernesto Loera on the call for that one. That was a fun game Saturday night out there at San Manuel Stadium, home of the Inland Empire 66ers. And speaking of the county clash, it was a full day of Big 8 League baseball. Johnny, let's check out the Big Boost play of the week. And we're going right back out to the county clash. This was the middle game. King and Corona. King led 1-0 going into the 7th inning. Corona ties the game at 1, 2 outs. And here comes the hit parade for the Panthers. It's Daniel Rivera slapping the base hit through the right side. That brings home the go-ahead run to make it 2-1. The Panthers tack on 3 more runs, and they win the game by a final of 5-1 at the county clash, in Daniel Rivera giving Corona the lead, and that would prove to be the winning run in the end as Corona beats King. Again, final score of 5-1, and this was a big 2-out rally for Corona as King looked like they were going to come away maybe with a 1-0 win, but Corona was able to push across the tying run, and then with 2 outs, 4 more runs for the Panthers to win 5-1 at the county clash. All right, now to the Kin Sporting Goods must-see game coming up this week. In fact, tomorrow, you know, we were talking Hillcrest softball in the RVL. Well, this is a big River Valley League softball game because the Ramona Rams will take on the Arlington Lions, and if Ramona wins, they are your outright RVL champions. And Ramona, again, one of the top-ranked teams in D3, trying to get ready for a deep CIF Southern Section playoff run. Yesterday, Alyssa Reboledo went deep, and the Rams defeated Arlington by a final score of 10-9. It was a real slugfest. Our senior writer, Daryl Trujillo, has a story on this game right now on the Inland Sports website. You can check it out, but they're going to play again tomorrow, and the Rams have a chance to clinch the outright title. So that is our Kin Sporting Goods must-see game this week. All right, a little bit more football before we wrap up this show. Jaden Daniels, the pride of Cajon High School, formerly of Arizona State University, transferring to LSU, joining new head coach Brian Kelly down there in Baton Rouge. Well, Jaden Daniels is already down there going through spring football with the Tigers, trying to be QB1. Jaden finally talking to the media here, and here's a little snippet about him competing for the starting job and transferring again to join LSU in the SEC.
Coach Kelly is very transparent. It's kind of like going back to when I was getting recruited out of high school. You know, Arizona State, Coach Herm and them had 2 other freshman quarterbacks coming in the same class as me. And at the end of the day, you know, they said you have an opportunity to come in and play. If you do the things, the best player is going to play. So at the end of the day, you know, Coach Kelly said the same thing. You know, best player is going to play. It's not anything where we're on the phone. He's guaranteeing me, talking about you're going to start anything. You know, he's been very transparent. You know, Walker, you know, Miles came back. Nussmeyer's a good player. At the end of the day, I didn't want anything handed to me, and I felt like it was the best. Obviously, you know, goal is for not just me, but any other quarterback, you know, is to start. I'm not gonna say that's not what my goal is. You know, I'm just gonna attack each and every day, each and every opportunity. You know, the best I can, put my best foot forward. And if it's not me, then I do have another year. But it is me. I'm gonna put myself in the best position to help this team win. Accomplish the goal that's a national championship. I always enjoy my time at Arizona State. Love Coach Herm and those guys over there. But just for my career, my future, I decided to go somewhere else. So I can reach the untapped potential. They did a great job over there at ASU, but just coming here, coming to LSU, I get to showcase my talents on the national stage now. So a lot of people, back home, a lot of people don't really get to see our games. So coming here and competing at the highest level with all these weapons here, all these resources, is very intriguing for me to come.
You didn't hear it, but our director, Johnny Nunez, is like, did you see all the microphones, the lav microphones attached to his polo? He's a big deal. Jaden Daniels is a big deal, and now he's playing at LSU, which is a really big deal, college football in the SEC. So, yeah, a lot of people want to hear from Jaden Daniels. Again, another one of our favorite guys, hoping nothing but success for Jaden Daniels. Hopefully he'll be the starting quarterback this fall for LSU. All right, final thing here tonight. We're going to live stream some football on Saturday. Yes, real live football at San Bernardino Valley College on IEMG. It is the National Public Safety Football League. We're talking about sheriff's deputies, police officers, firefighters, EMT, any kind of first responders. They have a whole nationwide football league, and this is like the real deal. Like, for example, the starting quarterback for San Bernardino is the former starting quarterback for the University of Redlands. Their star linebacker was a star at Colton High School. They got a star receiver from Beaumont High School. So they've got a lot of local guys who are now, again, first responders in the area. Deputies, officers, firefighters, and it's real tackle football. Helmets, pads, the whole deal. It's this Saturday at noon at SBVC, and we will have the game live on IEMG. That is the IE Media Group YouTube channel. It's the Los Angeles Grizzlies against the San Bernardino Spartans, live on IEMG. In fact, San Bernardino already won their first game against Orlando, and then they won their next game. I think it was in Las Vegas because they had the big run. That was it, Baker to Vegas run, and they beat, I think it was Orange County. So they're undefeated so far. But Los Angeles, the Grizzlies, will be tough this Saturday. So I hope you'll join us live on IEMG. Big thanks to Johnny Nunez, our director. I think he wanted to go pin his own lav on Jaden Daniels. We'll book a flight to the next media session for Jaden down there in Baton Rouge. Again, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the Inland Sports YouTube channel, Inland Sports Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We still do it all. My name is Pep Fernandez. Stay safe out there. God bless you. We will see you next week on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show.